Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a little bit and do something different. We're going to talk about rate of change. Now, rate of change is exactly what it says it is. It's how much something changes over a given period of time. So, pet care. The Happy Hound is a doggy daycare where people can drop off their dogs while they're at work. Farrah takes her dog to the Happy Hound several days a week. The table shows their prices. Use a graph to determine how many number of hours is related to the costs. So for 1 hour, they cost $3. For 2 hours, $6. For 3 hours, $9. So as I look at this table right here, I can determine that there are various points, and I can take those points and I can graph them. That's what you have down here. So if I graph these, I can see what relationship is there between the number of hours and the cost for a dog. As I go over 1 hour, from 1 hour to 2 hour, the price goes up. As I go over another hour, the price goes up. Over an hour, the price goes up. And those are the things that we can tell from a graph. So, what we want to know is the graph linear? Now, what does it mean by linear? Well, this says line. When we say the word linear, we're saying the word line. Is this, if I connect the dots, is this graph basically a straight line? The answer in our case is, yeah, it's a straight line. So the next question is, what is the cost per hour or unit rate charged by the Happy Hound? Well, we talked about if we go over 1 hour, how much does it go up? From the chart, it's kind of hard to see because it's small. But I can determine that it went from 3 to 6, from 6 to 9, from 9 to 12, from 12 to 15, and 15 to 18. It went up by $3 every single time. So we can say that the rate of change is $3 for every single hour. Now it says examine any two consecutive ordered pairs from the table. How do the values change? So from 1 to 2 goes from 3 to 6. That's just what we did. And the nice thing is it's from 2 to 3. It goes from 6 to 9. It goes up by the same amount. Is this relationship true for any two consecutive? And consecutive means next to each other. Any two next to each other numbers? And the answer is yes, it does. So use the graph to examine any two consecutive points. By how much does y change and how much does x change? Each of these only goes up by 1 hour, while each of these goes up by 3. So it's 1 over here, and it's 3 over here. So what does this change? How does this change relate to the unit change? And the unit rate, remember, is the amount for every 1 hour. So the unit rate in our case is going to be $3 for every 1 hour. $3 for every 1 hour. All right, so unit changes is going to tie into our concept of slope that we're going to do next.